Well, I guess first, your impressions of Hogan.
I thought he threw the ball really well. He's obviously been working hard at it. It was scripted really well to kind of show off what he could do, and especially some of the outbreaking routes and some of the seams or bang eights they call them. I thought he did a real nice job with the timing and location.
Any guys out there really stand out to you in a positive way?
I think Kajust is an interesting guy to try to figure out, and what kind of role could he be in the NFL. And those two offensive linemen, I think, are totally intriguing. Garnett, I'm a big fan of his, and I think he's my number 2 offensive guard. And I think worst case scenario, he's a second-round pick and a starter day 1. I think Murphy's going to be a good tackle in the league for a lot of years. And I like that kid, 17. What's his name? It's Cal transfer. Yeah. He wasn't even a combine invite, and I had seen him on tape and was kind of intrigued by him and wanted to see him today. And I thought he moved well, and he's another draftable guy that nobody talks about.
What do you think of Murphy's draft ranges? Do you think it's a mid-round guy?
Yeah, I think he's probably a mid-round guy. I think the teams are going to think that he can be a swing tackle initially, and maybe after a couple of years, maybe he's a starting right tackle. And he's the kind of kid, because of his smartness and his toughness, who could play 8 to 10 years in the league.
What are your thoughts on Kevin Anderson making, doing good outside linebacker, staying outside linebacker in the NFL?
Kevin Anderson's the kind of guy that once he got over the peck, his best tape was at the end of the year. And he ran, I had him in the 4.8 range today, which is very average. But that's really not what he's about anyway. He's a smart, tough kid. He's going to be one of those guys that's going to have to make the team as a special teams player and earn time as a linebacker.
I apologize, I was a half-second late, but just your quick thoughts on Hogan's day.
I thought Hogan had a really solid day, and he threw the ball well. Some of the deep outbreaking routes, I thought he threw the deep ball with timing, touch, and accuracy. And I thought his footwork, which I expected, was good.
And Hooper?
Hooper catches the ball well. He's a tight end that'll probably in this class go in the 2nd round, and he's a big, strong kid that's got to learn how to be a more consistent blocker. But I thought he caught the ball around well today.
What range is he for Hogan? Where do you?
I think he's mid to late, somewhere in the best case 4th or 5th round, but certainly a draftable quarterback.
You look at the players that have come out of this program into the NFL over the last few years. Is there a certain theme, a certain pattern that you notice among those guys?
One of the things that's nice about a program player, and by that I came from Michigan State yesterday, Stanford today, you know those kinds of programs and what kind of players they turn out. So when you come to Stanford, you know you're going to get a tough, smart kid that's been well coached for 4 or 5 years. And they're not always 5-star players, but they come here and they get coached up, and you know what you get when you draft a Stanford kid. And I think there's some real power to that.
Great.